You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for April 28th through May 9th. As we get deeper into May sweeps, we have Carly terrified, Tracy tattling, and Kristina paying the piper. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in with the action coming on Monday, April 28th. So Kai and Trina are out celebrating before he goes under the knife. Curtis is happy to see the happy couple at the Savoy. And then he and Kai speak alone and looks like he is offering Curtis an apology. And I wonder if it's about him going against his recommendation and getting the surgery anyway. Gio needs some help from Emma on Monday. There's lots of stuff going on. The nurses' ball is coming. There's the issues with the Quartermaines versus Sonny. Lots of things to talk about. Sonny's life is at risk. Speaking of our favorite mobster, the creepy assassin nurse was trying to inject something toxic into Sonny's IV, and it may be that Carly shows up in the nick of time because she walks in to Sonny's hospital room and sees something that shocks her. Kristina and Molly demand answers. They want to know why Alexis planned to commit Kristina, and Alexis is startled when Kristina rants at her about plotting this behind her back. Somebody gives Alexis a gift. Now, I don't know if it's an actual present or maybe it's a reprieve from being grilled by her kids. Is Alexis going to be saved by a legal crisis? We'll see. Emma is hoping to land Professor Dalton's assistant job and tells him that she can absolutely impress him. But Josslyn is meeting with her handler, Vaughn, who presses her to accomplish her mission and get that gig. Tracy is going to try and get Gio to see the dark side of Sonny because there's a lot the kid doesn't know about. Meanwhile, Jordan warns Curtis that he's going to be seeing her doing things that look out of character when it comes to Sidwell and Drew. And Brad is griping to Portia about her flipping the script and holding him hostage with blackmail. He doesn't like it at all. On Tuesday, April 29th, we have Marco getting closer to Lucas. Are they going to have a big official date, a romantic evening? Sparks are definitely flying there. Meanwhile, Drew flips out and makes a big scene, and maybe about the public vote on the Esplanade because he's supposed to come out swinging against Sonny. We'll see. Portia interrupts Curtis and Jordan, and I wonder if she overhears them plotting. I think she's past the jealousy thing, but she's hiding things, and nobody sniffs out Portia's secrets better and faster than Jordan. Somebody makes Anna suspicious. That could be literally anyone. She seems to be hot on the Sidwell case. Obviously, she's holding a little bit of a grudge since the man did try and kill her. But she's also still protecting Sonny to some extent. So there's a lot going on. And of course, Emma's always a concern. And Tracy shows Gio something shocking. I just wonder if she's going to walk him down to the family crypt, point to A.J. Quartermaine's grave and say, you know who put him in that box? Because that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot with Sonny. It's very interesting to see the sins of his past being raised up in this way. I mean, obviously, he's going to come out of it okay. He is the Teflon Don, but it is kind of interesting to see the curtain pulled back for people that don't know his history. Somebody like Gio, who only really knows the benevolent side of Sonny. Then on Wednesday, April 30th, Curtis and Laura are putting their heads together, and it's got to be about Drew, Ezra, Sidwell, all the above. Are they worried about Jordan putting herself at risk? They probably should be. Nina reconsiders something. Maybe she's rethinking the whole setting Drew up with a hooker plan, but it may be too late by the time this dawns on her. Brennan shares a theory with someone. He may be telling Carly his thoughts on Willow being turned away in Germany, if she's heard about it at that point. Or Carly may have gone to Brennan to talk about Sonny being targeted for death again. Willow's homecoming back to Port Charles is quite unpleasant. Is she going to catch her honey with a hooker? Gosh, I hope so. Alexis vents her frustrations to Lulu. She's doing interviews about adoption stories. I want to clarify that, yes, Alexis gave up Sam for adoption as a teenager, but it was not her choice. Her terrible dad, Mikos Cassadine, forced her to do it. So just to clarify the history, Thursday, May 1st, Josslyn's hatching a new plan. Obviously, she's got to sabotage Emma to get the assistant job. Chase asks Dante for something, and Brooklyn opens up to her granny, Tracy, hopefully about the adoption. And Laura gives a warning to Lulu, could be about Dante. And I wonder if Laura is another who's interviewed for this adoption thing. It doesn't quite, there's some nuance to it. If you remember your ancient General Hospital history, when they invented Nicholas as a character, they had to do a backstory, and they had it that Laura was being held with the Cassadines, had been forced to marry Stavros, and she either had to leave Nicholas behind with the Cassadines or be their prisoner forever, so she ditched her son. Plus, she didn't think Luke would accept him. Meanwhile, Drew tries to explain. He's pleading his innocence, so maybe indeed Willow does catch him with the cute hooker. Friday, May 2nd, somebody tells Mac about a crime. So many to choose from. Lulu has a heart-to-heart with Dante, and Nina fills Carly in. Hopefully, she's going to tell her about the hooker plan. I don't think Carly's going to tell her about the custody suit plan, though, since she's gone behind her back. Somebody forces Maxie to make a choice. Sidwell may be leveraging Maxie to rehire Natalia, or else he will short their orders of zincite. And Lois is in the hot seat. Has somebody found out her lie about St. Ignatius? The week of May 5th through the 9th, Drew's wondering, of course, who set him up and whether he gets caught with the hooker or not. If he finds out about it, the easy assumption is that it's Carly, because the call girl regularly works at the Metro Court and has been tossed out a few times, and Carly co-owns the hotel. But Drew also knows Nina wants rid of him too. Sonny and Carly are back in Port Charles, of course, and once they return the week before this following week, they're going to have more questions about the latest attempt on his life. All signs point to Sidwell, but it feels a little like a red herring. Sonny may have another mysterious enemy, or one who's hiding in plain sight. I've seen lots of interesting theories. Brennan and Carly talk about Willow getting rejected at the clinic. Brennan may try and find out what happened, but the clinic lady, obviously, if she's asked about it, it's going to lie. And I'm wondering if Carly is going to leave it alone or phone Michael and find out that he's not the one that refused her visit. Kristina may go ahead and face consequences to protect Alexis. And it's about time Kristina was held accountable, but of course, this is all going to be a deal breaker for Molly, at least for a while. Lulu is tormented about keeping the baby's secret from Dante, and Cody is there for Molly as revelations rock her life.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.